My mommy says I'm a miracle.
My daddy says I'm a special little guy.
I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel sent down from the sky.
My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as handsome, strong as me. It truly indulges my tendency to bulge. But I'm his little soldier. Hop, 2, 4, 3.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day don't chop the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no fear for a miracle like me.
My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as bold or tough as me. As my daddy told you, one day when I'm older, I can be a soldier and shoot you in the face.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day don't chop the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no fear for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a precious ballerina. She has never seen a pretty ballerina. She says if I'm keen I have to cut down on the cream. But I'm a ballerina, so give me bouquet. My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day don't chop the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no fear for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a miracle, and I'm as shiny as a miracle. You could be all cynical, but it's a good miracle. There's never been a miracle, a miracle, a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a bore. My mommy says I'm a jumped up little germ, that kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Mum says I'm a good case of population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Get out of it. Yes, sir. That's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Are they good runners? Oh, let's put it this way. You wouldn't beat them in a race. Ha 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 ha. No, sir. Yes, sir. They're good runners, sir. Indeed, sir. So, how much exactly are we talking about?
Harry!
Hang on.
Look at this. She's reading a book. That's not normal for a 6-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps telling me stories, Harry. Stories. Who wants stories? I mean, it's just not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
I'm going to call you straight back. Will you please shut up? I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my entire life, and I have to listen to this. You spend us into trouble, and you expect me to get us out. What am I, a flaming escapologist?
Escapologist, he says. What about me then? I've got a whole house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. I'm off to bleach my roots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening, you horrid little man.
But I'm going to make us rich.
Rich? How rich?
Oh, very rich. Russian businessman. Very, very stupid. Your genius husband is going to sell them 155 knackered old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair. Listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair does not get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. All I can say is thank heavens Michael has inherited his old man's brains. Eh, son? Michael.
Well, I shall take all your money when you earn it, and I shall spend it, but I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you've spoken to me tonight.
This is your fault with your stupid books and your stupid reading.
What? But I didn't do anything. That's not right.
Right. Right. I'll tell you something. You're off to school in a few days' time, and you won't be getting any right there. Oh no. See, I know your headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull. Now get out of here, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet. Was written in the stars before they even met. That love and fate and a touch of stupidity would rob them of the hope of living happily. The endings are often a little bit gory. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we're told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change.
Nothing will change.
Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You hustle and a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. Cinderella in the cellar didn't have to do much as far as I could tell. Her godmother was two-thirds fairy. Suddenly her lot was a lot less scary. What if you haven't got a fairy to fix it?
Fix it.
Sometimes you have to be a little bit of mischief. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You hustle at a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. In the slip of a boat, there's a tiny ripple. The seed of a war in the creak of a flow. A storm can begin with a flap of a wing. The tiniest kite packs the mightiest sting. Every day starts with a tick of a clock. All escapes start with a click of a lock. If you're stuck in your story and want to get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout. 'Cause if you're little, you can do a lot. You hustle at a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. Nobody else can put it right for me. Nobody but me can change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Matilda, what a pleasure to see you. Here in the library again, are we?
Yes, I mean, my mom wanted me to stay at home with her. She hates it when I go out. She misses me so much. Dad, too. He loves having me around. But I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
I think your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them lots of stories like you do with me? I love your stories, Matilda.
Goodbye, Mrs. Phelps. See you next week.
Goodbye, Miss Honey. Good luck with the Tolstoy.
Oh, haha.
Who was that?
That lady, that was Miss Honey. She's going to be your teacher.
That lady? That lady. is
Yes,
mine.
your teacher.
Bye, Miss Phelps. See you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
Good morning, children. My name is Miss Honey.
Good morning, Miss Honey.
And today is a very special day, your first day of school. Now, do any of you know your 2 times tables? Wonderful. Matilda, isn't it? Please stand and do as much as you can.
1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 2 is 12. 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 2 is 16. 9 times 2 is 18. 10 times 2 is 20. 11 times 2 is 22. 12 times 2 is 24.
Well, my word.
13 times 2 is 26. 14 times 2 is 28. 15 times 2 is 30. 16 times 2 is 32.
Stop. Good heavens. How far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Do you think you could tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
Yes, that's how about this? Now this is much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it. 2 times 487. If you took your time,
974.
12 sevens?
84.
No way! Let's leave math for the time being and look at reading. Now, can anyone read this?
Oh, me, miss. I can.
Very well, Nigel.
Ah! This, I can't understand.
Okay, yes. I think we better leave it there, Nigel. We don't want you to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Lavender?
Is the first word tomato?
No, but the tomato is a very good word.
Yay!
Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words?
Yes, well, I needed to learn to read words so that I could read sentences, because basically a sentence is just a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book yourself, Matilda?
Oh yes, more than one. I love books. Last week, I read quite a few.
A few? In a week? My, that's good. What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, The Lord of the Rings, Kim, The Invisible Man, The Secret Garden, Crime and Punishment, and Cat in the Hat.
Knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic. Knock on the door. There's nothing to fear. It's just a door. You've seen one before. Just knock on the door.
Enter! Don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. There in my class, there's this little girl called Matilda Wormwood.
Daughter of Harry Wormwood, excellent man. Told me to watch out for his brat, though. Said she's a real wart.
Oh no, headmistress, I don't believe Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Bambinatum a maggotum.
Bambinatum a maggotum. Children are maggots. It must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense! Haven't I just told you that she's a gangster?
But she knows her timetables.
So, she knows a few tricks.
Oh, but she can read.
So can I!
I have to tell you, headmistress, that in my opinion, this little girl should be placed in the top form with the 11-year-olds.
What? She is a squib, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We simply cannot place her in top form with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules.
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules. I have to tell you, headmistress, that it is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
Stupid, nasty, stinking, slimy, great big question asking. How dare they speak to me like that? Who the hell do they think they are? Flipping, filthy, nasty, stupid Russians.
Don't tell me we're not rich.
It's the mileage. They took a look at the mileage on the first car and they said that these cars were all spoiled. I told them, I said, hey, the reason the mileage is so high is a manufacturing mistake.
Is that true?
Of course it's not true.
So you lied?
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you?
Of course they didn't believe me. What is this? Another flaming book? What is wrong with the TV?
He's got no respect, this one, with her. It's all books and stories.
Oh no, it's a lovely book. Honest.
Lovely. Here's what I think of your lovely.
No, it's a library book. It's from the library.
You show that little brat. Go on then.
Now get out of here, you little stinkworm. Get up, boy.
Matilda, can I ask you a question? Do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt. All squished in there. No, it's fine. I think they just fit. Right. Well, I'd better hang around just in case. If they start to squeeze out of your ears, you're gonna need help. I'm Lavender, and I think it's for the best if we're best friends. Ah! 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 Hide me!
Someone poured a whole can of syrup on the Trunchbull's chair. She sat down, and when she got up, her knickers stayed stuck to the seat. Someone told her I did it, but I never. But now she's after me.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You're done, kid. You're finished.
Once Agatha Trunchbull decides you're guilty, you're
Finished. Yesterday she caught Julius Swartwinkle eating a gobstopper doing science. She just picked him up, swung him around, and flung him out the window.
Don't listen to them. That didn't happen. They're trying to scare us.
Oh, Matilda, they say she's going to put me in chokey.
What? What's chokey?
They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into. They say it's lined with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good.
and it's made of spikes and wood.
And it isn't wide enough to sit.
And even if you could,
There are nails on the bottom.
so you'd wish you'd
You stood when the hinges creak and the door is closed. You cannot see squat, nor the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out, or if you scream in your head, even reach your mouth. Ah! All right. When did this happen?
20 minutes ago, but why? Oh no, he's coming!
You'd better hide. Quick, jackets.
Where is that maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there, under those coats, where he's been for the last hour, actually.
What? And
Oh, yes. You see, unfortunately, Nigel suffers from the rare but chronic sleep disorder, narcolepsy. The condition is characterized by the sufferer experiencing bouts of chronic fatigue and falling suddenly asleep, often without knowing or any warning at all. You see, he fell asleep, and we put him under those coats for safety. Didn't we? Didn't we?
Yes!
He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mom? Hello? What am I doing here? Well, this isn't my room at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Tripp!
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails!
My mummy likes them. She says they make me look pretty.
You! What is your name?
Matilda. Matilda Wormwood.
So you're Wormwood, are you? Well, Matilda Wormwood, you have just made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Wow!
Who is it?
Oh, hello. It's Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now.
Oh, it'll only take a moment.
Oh, come in if you must. What do you want, miss? Chutney?
Oh, it's Miss Honey. And as you know, Matilda is in the bottom class. And the children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Well, then stop her reading. Lord knows we've tried. Look, I'm not in favor of girls getting all clever pants, Miss Hussey. A girl should think about makeup and hair dye. Looks are more important than books. Now look at you and look at me. You chose books and I chose looks.
But Matilda can calculate complicated figures in her head in an instant. Her mind is incredible. With a little help from us, she could go to a university before she...
Mind? Her mind. You really don't know anything, do you?
Matilda, could I speak to you for a moment, please? I'm afraid I've not been too good in getting others to recognize your abilities. So starting tomorrow, I shall bring a selection of very clever books that I think will challenge your mind. And you may sit and read while I teach the others. And well, if you have any questions, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Oh, Matilda, that is the biggest hug in the world. You're going to hug all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood! Matilda Wormwood! Where
Yes,
is
Miss Trunchbull?
So you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This clot, this foul carbuncle is none other than a disgusting criminal. A denizen of the underworld, a member of the mafia. This morning, you sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not.
Headmistress Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up for the little spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started, and therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look, all right. I stole the cake. And honestly, I was really, definitely, sort of almost thinking about owning up. Maybe the thing was, I was having a lot of trouble with my belly. You see, the transpose cake was so good that I scoffed it down too quick. And now it was beginning to fight back. Oops, see?
I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything.
You are guilty because you are a fiend. You are a crook. You are a thief. And I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall consign you to the seventh circle of hell, child. You shall be destroyed.
It was the biggest burp I had ever done. It was the biggest burp I'd ever heard. It was the biggest burp I'd ever heard about. It was like the entire world went silent for the burp to exist, as a huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and drifted across the class, past Lavender, past Alice, past Matilda, and then my great big beautiful chocolate burp, which now seemed a mind of its own, wafted full to the face of Trunchbull.
Bruce Bog Trotter.
Yes, miss.
You liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm very sorry.
Oh, no. As long as you enjoyed the cake, that is the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bog Trotter, it is.
Well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful, marvelous. It makes me so happy. It gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, Mrs. Phelps! What's the matter, Bog Trotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, miss, I'm full.
You are not full. I'll tell you when you are full, and I say criminals like you are not full until you have eaten the entire cake.
What?
No time for buts, eat.
But I can't eat it all.
Headmistress, he'll be sick.
He should have thought of that before he made a pact with Satan and decided to steal my cake. Now eat. Eat. Eat.
Or even Bruce might be nice, but even you have to admit between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size. We surely can't, you are the man, Bruce. He might explode, he's quite elastic, he's like timber, making top, he's fantastic. Look at him, I know, I give you thanks. You must have gone, Bruce. There's same things. You have a one, Bruce. Or maybe a largest. Then a TARDIS. Consider every room the other side. You can't, you can, you surely can't, you surely can't. You are the man, Bruce. You are all Bruce. The time the songs will let up be come to use. Produce, Bruce. Fantastically enthusiastic Bruce. Oh, heat it up, lick it up, suck it up, whatever you do, suck it up, unlock it up. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Cover yourself in golden glory.
Yay, Brucey! Go on, Brucey! Sorry, Miss Trunchbull. I got carried away.
That's all right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes. Even me. Well done, Bog Trotter. Well, come along, Bog Trotter.
What? Where?
Oh, did I not mention? That was only the first part of your punishment. There is a second part. And the second part is Chokey.
What?
No, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can't.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, please, I can. Who do you think I am? An idiot? A weakling? A fool? You?
He's eaten it all. He did what you asked.
I ate it all. Please, no, not that Chokey. That's not right.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue with proceeding, I would like to offer an apology for some of the things that have been going on here tonight. They are not nice things, and they are not right things. And I would like to state that we would not like any children who might be here tonight watching this to go home and try these things out for themselves. I am, of course, talking about reading books. Now, it is not normal for kids to behave in this fashion. It stunts the brain, it wears out the eyes, it makes kids ugly, stinky, fatty, betty, boring, sweaty, gaseous, and crucially, it gives them head lice of the soul. Now, can I just ask, by the way of show of hands, how many grown-up people here have actually ever read books? Come on, put them up. Put them up. Ladies and gentlemen.
When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up.
And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night, and I'll wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square, and I won't care 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, I will be strong enough to carry all the heavy things you have to hold around with you when you're a grown up. And when I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. And when I grow up, I will have dreams every day, and I'll favorite things that Mom pretends that Mom don't think I'll find. And I'll wake up when the sun comes up, and I'll move and roll and fly in the sun, and I won't run 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up.
When I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change.
When I grow
Just because I find myself in this story doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the end is all fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay. And that's not right.
I'm so clever, I'm so clever, I'm so very, very, very clever. I'm so very flaming clever. What a clever fellow I am. Everyone, gather around. I want my family to share in my triumph, not you, boy.
I'm a girl.
155 old cars on my hand, all polished up but the mileage on the car telling the truth. How could I possibly make the mileage go backwards?
Backwards.
Well, I couldn't possibly drive each car backwards, would I? When suddenly I had the most genius idea in the world. I ran into the workshop, I grabbed a drill, and using my incredible mind, I attached the drill to the speedometer of the first car. I turned it on, and I whacked it into reverse.
Backwards.
Yes, boy, backwards, backwards, exactly.
Backwards.
Stop talking now, darling. There's a good boy.
10 minutes later, the Russians show up. Great big nasty faced apes, expensive suits, dark glasses. Don't know who they thought they were.
Oh, Russians are nocturnal. I saw it on a program last night.
That was badgers. It was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work? Fantastico!
But you cheated them. That's not fair. They've trusted you and you've cheated them.
What's the matter with you? What have you done to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to go down to that library and tell that old bag that you're never to be let in again.
What? No, please don't.
And if she does, I'll have her fired, and you will never read another stinking book as long as you live. I'll put an end to your stories, young man.
Matilda, I got those books we spoke about, so you can just sit and read.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're there for Matilda.
No, they are not. Not on my watch. There is a time for reading and a time for being filthy toads. These are toads. Aren't you, bog trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. It has become clear to me, Miss Honey, that you have no idea what you are doing. You believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. This is not teaching. To teach a child, you must first break the child. Now watch. Quiet, you maggots.
No one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, please understand that when I say quiet, you maggots, you are completely included in that statement. Now, where is my jug of water?
Oh, me.
Stupid girl. And you, flabby, disgusting, revolting. Revolting, I say. It is high time you were all toughened up with a little bit of physical education.
I don't think this is teaching at all. This is just cruelty.
That is because you, Miss Honey, are pathetic. You are weak. You are wet. In fact, you're a sniveling
Leave Miss Honey alone, you big fat bully.
How dare you? You are not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in prison, in the deepest, darkest, dankest prison. And I will have you strapped to a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall perform experiments on you.
Well, that was interesting. I think we all better go home while we still can. Matilda, how do you fancy a nice cup of tea at my home? Here we are, home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes, I am. Very.
Don't they pay teachers very well?
No, they don't actually. But I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt. But one day, I was out walking and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed. And I lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel and horrible like you can hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, she suddenly presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She had written everything down. Every tea bag, every electricity bill, every tin of beans. And she made me sign a contract to say that my father had given her his entire house.
Did he really do that, Magnus? Did he really just give her his entire house?
I don't know, but I find it hard to believe, just like I cannot believe that he would have killed himself, which is what she said had happened.
And that's why you live here.
Yes, that is why I live here.
This class is going to have a very special spelling test. And anyone who gets even a single answer wrong shall be sent to choking. Now, let me see. You, stand up and spell the word newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey taught us. She's very good at teaching.
Nonsense! Miss Honey is too soft and peachy to be good at anything. You, stand up and spell the one thing that you are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating.
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling a word.
These little specks of dust cannot be this clever. They're worms.
I taught them. That's all. With kindness, patience, and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it to you. You, filth bog, snot nose. Let me see, spell Amachella, Caminil Septiconus Timosis.
What? That's not a word, you just made it up.
Spell it, or go to Choki. And I must warn you, it has silent letters.
A-M-C-H-E-L-L.
No!
Okay?
It had a silent Z. You're going to Choki.
Cat. C-A-F. Cat. I got it wrong, miss. You have to put me in choking too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-B. Dog. And me.
Table. X-A-B-L-Y and me.
You can't put a C in choking.
Bananas. B-X-Y.
Wait,
B-X,
sit down.
B-X-Y,
You can't put me in Choki. You can't put us all in Choki. Come on now, maggots! Who do you think I am? I've been busy. A whole array of Chokis. One for each and every one of you. And now that this little spelling test is over, I can tell you this, that every single one of you has failed. You see, maggots, in this world, there are two kinds of people, the winners and the losers, and I am a...
The chalk! Look! The chalk!
What?
It's moving! It's writing something!
Who the devil? Who?
No one's doing anything.
Agatha! Agatha! This
No.
is madness!
Oh,
Give my Teddy back her house!
he can't. No, he can't.
And leave!
No, he can't.
Or
No.
I will get you! Like you got
No.
me! Run!
No.
Run! Run! Run!
Whoa.
Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never again will the choking don't slam. Never
Honey received a letter from a solicitor. It said that her parents' will had mysteriously turned up, and she was now the owner of a beautiful old house, which had up until that moment been owned by the evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull.
She moved in immediately and she was very happy, happier than she had ever been in her entire life.
And as for Bull, she was never seen again.
The Chokies were immediately destroyed.
And a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey.
And it is often said that it was the best school in all the land.
So, this is the end.
And I wish so much that I could tell you that the story had a happy ending.
I wish so much that I could tell you that Matilda got the love she deserved.
But perhaps the truth is,
Not all stories have happy endings.
Don't just stand there gaping. We're going to Spain.
Spain? But why?
Because this nit, this twit brain, seemed to think it was a good idea to sell 155 old cars to the Russian mafia.
I didn't know there was a Russian mafia, did I? Now come on, boy. We are leaving and we're never coming back.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take care of Matilda. If she'd like to stay with me, that is. I would look after her with love and care, and I pay for everything. Would you like that, Matilda?
You mean leave our daughter here with you?
What did you say? Did you?
They'll be here any minute.
Dad, you called me your daughter.
They're here. Quick, hide.
Run. The books. Come on, the books. You are the woman's daughter.
Yes,
Where is your father?
I don't know.
Wormwood is a stupid man. And being stupid, he assumed I was stupid too. And that is very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, I'm afraid my father is quite rude and very, very stupid.
You know this? At least there is one clever one in the family. What is your name, little girl?
Matilda.
I like you, Matilda. You seem smart. Certainly, in my line of work, you don't often get to meet smart people like you. Most of the people I deal with, their thinking is all backwards. Backwards. Go, get them. I am Sergey. It is truly an honor to meet you, Matilda Wormwood. Matilda, your father has been stupid and rude to both of us. Yes, I could very easily have one of my friends teach him manners. And one day, when he leaves hospital, he will still be stupid, but not so rude, I think. I give this as a gift to you. What do you say?
Mr. Sergey, this is a very tempting offer. But he is my father, and I am his daughter. I think I've had enough of revenge.
This little girl, this miracle, Matilda, your father is very, very stupid. But he is also very, very, very lucky to have you as his daughter. Although, if I happen to be doing business here again and I see him, he will not be so lucky.
Quick, let's get out of here before they change their mind.
Wait, what about the girl? Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And do you want to look after her?
Yes, I do.
Well, you're a bit short of room, so yes.
Thank you.
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms.
And hugged her.
Oh, Miss Honey hugged her back, and they hardly noticed as a worm would sped away into the distance.
Because they had found each other.
Yes, they had found each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for this wonderful performance. And children, I'm really, very proud of all of you. Please put your hands together to welcome our director, Kevin Oliver. I want you on stage, Kevin.